we are about to expect major liquidity coming into this space. If you are not in yet, you can see that you have just a very short space of time left before the horses get led out on the racetrack. I think we are going to run into a very crazy supply shock
Definitely.
absolutely soon.
Welcome back to B for Crypto. In today's video, we're going to talk with Crypto Bliss. He has been on the channel before, but we didn't see him for a long time. And we're going to catch up what is happening in the market, and which narratives are really driving this bull market, and when he could expect the top of the market. Crypto Bliss, how are you doing, my man?
I'm doing absolutely fantastic, and it has been about 5 months since we last did a video together. So I'm looking forward to doing this awesome collaboration with you once again before crypto.
Yes, definitely. I've been watching your channel daily, and all the alpha you can bring out for the people is just amazing. So, guys, if you're not following Crypto Bliss, make sure to go over, smash up the like button, and subscribe. So, first of all, where do you think we're in the markets at the moment? What are you seeing in the markets? We're seeing this dump at the moment. What are your expectations for the short-term period?
I think we're still in a little bit of a consolidation phase at the moment, just below the or kind of sitting at that previous all-time high. Although today we're at about 64, $65,000. I actually said on one of my recent videos that at the worst case scenario, I think we could probably hit about 60K. That is at the worst case scenario. However, right now I feel as though, and we'll talk about it on some charts a little bit later on, but right now, I believe that we're in a consolidation phase, and we're looking to the whales are manipulating the space at the moment with a little bit of their kind of buy and sell action on these ETFs. Without a doubt, the miners have had to sell and their old equipment, their ASICs equipment, their ASIS equipment, and they are now obviously having to purchase their new equipment because of the halving, going from about 900 Bitcoin a day to about 450 Bitcoin a day being mined with a demand of about between kind of 7,000 and 12,500 daily. I think we are going to run into a very crazy supply shock
Definitely.
absolutely soon.
Definitely. So you've seen this major pump in the markets, and yes, we're talking about meme coins. We saw this major shift into meme coins. Have you been trading meme coins?
Absolutely, I've been trading meme coins, and I'm happy to share a bit of information. I'll share my screen in a moment. And basically, what I'm seeing in the meme coin space is a very strong narrative towards a very good market cap in meme coins. I can see here today, even though we're sitting at a $2.5 trillion market cap, meme coins every single day continue to pump. And it's just something that is happening all the time. My one of the recent videos on my channel, I spoke about meme coins when they were, first of all, a couple months back when I did my 1,000 to $1 million meme coin video. The meme coin market cap was sitting at about $25 billion. Then
Oh, it
my
doubled.
latest video, it doubled. It
Yeah,
actually even tripled. It was very close to about $90 billion, like about 3 to 4 weeks ago. And now, of course, we back down to the $51 billion market cap, which for me is quite crazy because if you do actually come here and look at the categories in CoinGecko and you scroll down to the meme coins, look at how many coins are listed in the meme coin section.
wow.
I mean, for me, that's ridiculous. I mean, the next one is DeFi, but DeFi has a place.
Definitely.
DeFi is
It has a
amazing.
use case, yeah.
Exactly. So I guess the meme coins, everybody's just kind of, it's the Wild West right now. But that doesn't mean people haven't been making money because when you see kind of 300 to 1,000, 5,000% pumps in a couple days, people are making money in this space, whether we like it or not. So it's just about kind of shifting your liquidity from coin to coin. And in the meme coin space, of course, we are not loyal. So I've definitely been trading some of the meme coins. Dogecoin, I still believe will be the top kind of meme coin for now at this point. But I do think that we are going to see the likes of Brett probably push its way up a little bit higher because of the coin or the base chain. And the base chain has now recently had a wallet. And this, of course, Coinbase is where most of the ETFs are trading through. And this obviously shifts a lot of the liquidity from from the institutions into the space. Now, very interesting. I would say that recently we've seen that the institutions have been buying up close to about $300 million in meme coins, which doesn't sound like a lot out of the $51 billion. But I guess in retail, people that are hoping for massive gains and massive profits are still sitting on their meme coins because we have yet to start the kind of price discovery break through the previous all-time high in the total market cap and the Bitcoin market cap. So yes, meme coins are still a hype right now, but they won't be for very long. So in and out is all I can say.
Definitely in and out. Even especially when it comes to Solana meme coins, they are moving so quick, and you really have to be in and out with a small amount of capital. But I really do believe we are going to see this major explosion, because we can see from in the cycle at the moment that there's still a lot to come. We actually have like 2/3 still waiting from the bull market, and we are seeing it from the views that the views are not as high at the moment. And this means that a lot of retail investors, all the people that are going to cause this major FOMO in the markets, they're not here yet. So we're going to see a major move, and you're still early. So what do you think on Bitcoin? What are your takes on Bitcoin? What we could expect at the moment? Or are we seeing anything in the market, like the dollar weakening, or anything that could give us that hint that we could expect like a major run?
Absolutely. I'll share my next chart with you before crypto. So I've been sharing this chart for some time now on my channel. And previously, if we kind of just zoom out a little bit and we come down to the previous halving points, and we'll start back here in 2014. What we saw was from the kind of high of the previous market's high all the way down to the bottom is where I've drawn the Fibonacci levels, and you can see that it kind of bottoms out on this 0 level. And once we hit the halving point at this point, yes, in some instances there can be a little bit of a drop, but it takes us about an average of about 221 days to 200 days to get from halving date to a breakout of this previous all-time high. Yes, there was a bit of resistance at this level, and then we actually had the push through. So you can see here that we pushed up towards the level, came back down, retested the ribbon, pushed back up, was rejected again. And this is perhaps where we're seeing whale capitulation happen, whale pressure, because of the kind of
Previous
psychological level
all-time
of.
high, yeah.
And to add a little bit more to that, if you can see here, once we were at this halving point, our stochastic RSI was pretty much heading towards the bottoming out. You can't see the MACD so nicely. And then this oscillator here is the PMO, or the price moving oscillator. You can see pretty much we're at the bottom of each of these. And what happened from there was just obviously this insane, ridiculous rally, which ended up being about 9 months long on average. We broke through the 4.618 levels on the previous cycle's highs. The same thing then happened here. And before crypto, my man, I'd like to say to you, Bitcoin has an interesting repeating pattern. And let me just zoom out a little bit again here. Very similar patterns. It's a cup and generally a little handle, if not even a handle, on pretty much all of our cycles. So drawing back to the 2017 cycles, the same thing. High, drop down to the 0, capitulate, break through the halving, 200 odd days to the previous all-time high. Then we broke through once again. Once we break through, it's price discovery. And then in this last cycle, I think that we were probably a little bit manipulated because of the derivatives ETF, the perpetuals ETF being launched over here, which obviously allowed institutions and bigger players to short the market at these points. So we didn't break through that 4.2 level. And this is where I think in this cycle, I think we have a pressure cooker that is a volcano that is literally ready to just erupt. So once again, the cup formation, the high, the bottom at the 0, and then we have a breakthrough to the all-time high prior to the halving date. So currently we're capitulating at this kind of high at the moment. We're sitting on top of the support levels of the bodies of these candles at the moment. So for me, we're actually looking good. If we also look at the EMA ribbon, the same thing. We tested this. We were immediately bought back up on this candle. None of these candles have closed below this candle here yet. And ironically, that is the 786 level. And I spoke about at the start of this video that perhaps the most we would come down is the 60K level, which is ironically at the top of this EMA ribbon. And the 786 level is just below that. Do I think we're going to come down? I don't have a feeling that we're going to come down. And this is why even though we are a little bit early in this cycle, the same thing has happened. A cup, we're busy forming a short handle pattern here. We still are in the capitulation phase. And generally that, as I said, as I've shown you on the charts, takes about 5 to 6 months to happen before we actually get a breakthrough on this high. And then we have about 9 months estimated bull cycle rally. Now, I definitely think that we're going to have a little bit of resistance up on the next leg up at this 1.618 because of the psychological level of 100K.
Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah, what are your thoughts on that?
We are extremely similar when it comes to that. Because, guys, if you want to find out more, go over to the video we've made on CryptoBliss channel, where we talked about the same scenario. I think this is a major manipulation, and I really think this consolidation and this 200 days you've marked off there would really play out. Like from the bull market, from the bottom, we had this major consolidation, this long sideways move, and I think it's going to play out similar like that. Yeah, exactly there. That we're going to see this play out exactly as that. It would roundabout make sense with the days. So definitely we're on the same scenario. So what are your highs? What do you expect as a high for Bitcoin this cycle?
Before I show you the rest of this chart, my personal expectation is between 285 to 300,000 as a peak cycle top. And I believe that 25th of October 2025 will be that cycle peak. I could be completely wrong, so don't take my word for it. Those are just my perspectives on my own technical analysis. However, I feel that this cycle is somewhat a little bit different to all of the previous cycles. And with the volcano expression of suppression and manipulation happening from the fact that the whales are now involved, the gigantic institutions are in, but we haven't even seen any UBS come in. We haven't seen Wells Fargo or any of those kind of institutional large liquidity pockets come into the space. And if we just look at the technical indicators right at the top, which has always been hit other than this previous cycle, just kind of under it, that's sitting at about 242,000. So I would say that that would be my conservative target for this cycle. I think we will have an extended cycle that could perhaps go beyond my predicted date. But I will certainly be taking profits from about July through to September, just taking little bits as we slowly push up here. However, I don't think we're going to go straight up because of the potential of whale manipulation. They are going to want to keep Bitcoin down as much as they possibly can to continue to accumulate as much of Bitcoin as they can. And I say that because they want to control the asset. We can see that. It's very obvious. And if we look at the institutions that have bought into the ETF currently, they already own more than 7% of the supply, currently at about just under 1.1 million Bitcoin. That is the fastest accumulation of Bitcoin we have ever seen in the history of Bitcoin so far. So for me, my friend, I think we are going to absolutely rip at this cycle. But conservatively so, I would say 120,000 would be the low end of the cycle.
Definitely. I think we're going to blast through the 100K. And definitely those price targets are similar to mine. So definitely I would think that we're going to get this major move. Because if we're going to look at global adoption, we can see that I think it's roundabout, I've looked at the numbers, roundabout 2.7% of the world population are in Bitcoin. I think altcoins are a little bit higher. But I think the tipping point is like 3 or 4%. Once you're going to reach with any new technology, any new invention, if you're going to get over the 3 to 4%, it's going to be a tipping point into mass adoption. So that's why I think your numbers are absolutely correct. We're going to see a major cycle, and you're still extremely early. The only thing you need to do is to go over to CryptoBliss channel, smash up the like button and subscribe, and support us small YouTubers, because we can see from the views, retail investors aren't here yet. So share that with all your friends, and you'll be part of this major profits. CryptoBliss, it was an honor to have you on my channel, and we
Thank you.
definitely hope to see you back soon.
I absolutely love being here with you. It was an honor to be on your channel once again before crypto, my man, and truly appreciate you and your audience. Last words for the community. We are about to expect major liquidity coming into this space. If you are not in yet, you can see that you have just a very short space of time left before the horses get led out on the racetrack. Thank you for being here. Shout out to you before crypto. Subscribe to our
Thanks.
channels. And what an absolute pleasure to be here with you and your community again, my brother.
It was a pleasure having you. And guys, make sure we also recorded a video on CryptoBliss channel. So watch all of our content to be a part of this major profit. See you on the next time, CryptoBliss, and we see each other in the next video.